Hi, my name is Steve Wiedemann, and I'm a consultant for several major brands who look to me to help them with their search engine optimization. That means when you perform a query in Google, Bing, Yahoo, Ask.com, I'm the guy that's going to make sure that your business appears as close to the top as possible. A lot of my job entails doing research and analytics and really trying to understand where our clients are currently in the search results as compared to their competition. In recent times, Google has made several changes to their algorithm that affect local businesses. Now, when I refer to a local business, I'm referring to somebody or a business that would like to appear in the Maps or Unified Integrated Search in Google search results. On my screen right now, you'll notice that we did a search for Computer Store Calgary at google.ca. I'm not based in Canada, but I'm just using this as an example and picking a random business. What you'll find at the top of the search results is what Google experts refer to as the 7-pack. And this is a list of specific local destinations that appear higher than the normal organic results. Now, in recent times, again, they changed what appears in the search results. If I change this query to the plural stores, what you'll find is a new integrated search that includes the organic listing and the Google Places page that mirrors the actual business data that appears on the website and throughout citations on the web from destinations such as Yelp and super pages and city search. And if you're a restaurant, you might be in Zagat and other directories. Google's taking all that information and they're combining the local search result with the organic search result, which is pretty exciting. Now, the principles in terms of how to rank within these, A through G, if you will, local destinations haven't changed too much. There is a little bit of fluctuation in the actual organic component, and that is making sure that we have a lot of that local data, located on the website somewhere that matches what we have in places. So I'm going to go through an example really quick, going back to the 7-pack, since it hasn't fully, Google hasn't fully implemented this new integrated version of their local organic yet, and I still see a lot of the 7-pack showing up. So we're going to look at these listings here for Computer Store Calgary. Again, I am in the Google Canada edition. So let's assume that, let's scroll down the page a little bit, and let's assume that we are computertrends.com and we appear in the natural listings and we have a location or facility in Calgary. And we've got an organic page that appears relatively near the top of the search results for that particular query. And the query was Computer Store Calgary. But you'll notice that they don't appear in the Google Places or Google Maps. But they do have a places listing. In fact, we did some searches earlier to make sure that that this business did have an actual places page in Calgary. And so the question then is, how do we get this computer trends to rank in the local map section and eventually in the unified search results with the actual organic hybrid local listing? And one of the tools that I've been playing around with, thanks to the guys who are running this location citation or local citation finder at whitespark.ca, this is an amazing tool. I've actually spent some time on it already, and I'm going to guide you through how you can use this tool effectively to find citations that Google will crawl through the web and use as identifiers and give weight to how important your business is to that particular query. So assuming you've already created your places page and you've already described what your business does in that places page and your address matches verbatim to your business, this local citation finder will actually help you to find destinations that your competitors have earned, and it'll help you to perform some hygiene on the citations that your business has earned as well. So let's start from the beginning. The first thing that you'll see when you log in to the local citation finder at whitespark.ca is the search by key phrase form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, for this particular business, they're in Canada and they're in Alberta. The city that they're located in is Calgary, and the key phrase is computer store. Now what happens when I put in computer store here is it automatically populates an option of which particular phrase I would like to track or to analyze for the city and the keyword that I'm optimizing for. Call it a service tag, if you will. And so right now it's giving you, giving us the first example is Calgary Computer Store. Well, in most cases what we've noticed is it's normally product, service, then location. So depending on what appears here, you might want to change the sequence of the query that's here. I'm going to go ahead and choose Computer Store Calgary, because I think that's a much better query for this particular thing that I'm going after. Again, you'll want to do your research. Use the Google Keyword Tool. Just go to Google Keyword Tool, and you'll find it right at the top in the search results. This is an AdWords tool, but it'll give you some idea in terms of which version of a keyword is most popular. So you'll put in your phrase here to determine if there's data, which version of the keyword in which sequence is going to be the one that's searched the most frequently. I'm just going to make an assumption that it's Computer Store Calgary based on my experience. Now, if you haven't already created a project, you'll want to click on Manage Your Projects and add one. I'll go through that here in a minute. It's very easy to do. If you've already created your project, which I have here, just for fun, I put in Computer Trends. And then when I'm ready to go, I'll make sure all my data is accurate, and I'm going to go ahead and click on Search. Now what will happen is it'll create a search results, and I've already created a few here, including the one we were just looking at, and it's going to give us some data. I'm going to go ahead and click on that here, and we'll get into this detail in a moment. So what this report will do for you is it will give you a list of, assuming you've put in all of your business information, your phone number, and your business name, it's going to show you the top rankings in Google Maps and which competitors appear in what sequence in Google Maps for the query that we chose. So for Computer Store Calgary, Computer Rack, Trax, Apple, Viztech, and these other competitors are appearing above the Computer Trends website we were just looking at. And it shows you the number of citations that they found within, whether it was in the Google Places page or within crawling destinations, frequent destinations where businesses are getting placement. And we can actually click and drill down into those, which we'll do in a minute. Even better, as you scroll down here, Whitespark.ca has done an amazing job of not just compiling all of the destinations your competitors are getting citations from, but they're picking up the frequency in those citations of how they're used from those competitors. That means of the competitors that are appearing for this particular query, 16 of them have been found in Yelp. Not really sure where? Click on this little plus sign. It'll actually show you the Yelp listings so that you can extrapolate data from there, or in English, you can actually analyze the words that are being used, the categories that are being used, the additional details that are being used within the placements that your competitors have been putting themselves into. So if you were to assign this list to somebody on your team to make sure that you have these citations, it's already ordered in occurrences. Now, if you're skeptical of the list that you get from this, perhaps you don't have very much data to look at, and you're skeptical of some of the places that appear, you can sort in different ways. You can sort by Majestic SEO ranking here. So I could basically just click this column right here and it'll sort however I want it to be sorted by popularity. It'll also sort by SEO Moz, domain authority, which is pretty awesome. So we can actually go through here and detect, based on an algorithm of occurrences and domain authority, which is a computed system that the geniuses over at SEO Moz have created, so that you can actually sort and search and organize your citation building in an intuitive, actual, efficient way. Now, notice something else. There's a checkbox already selected here. If I continue to scroll down, another checkbox is selected here. What that tells us is it indicates that we already have that citation, that it found our business based on our phone number that we put in already there. So it's left there so that you can verify that that is a correct citation, that does have your correct business data. But even better, it allows you to keep track of where we already have placements and where we need to still procure them. Pretty awesome, right? Let's get back into some of the other search tools. You can also use search by phone number. Now, search by phone number is pretty awesome as well, because it's not just great for you, but it's also great to look at competitors. And this is where the real gold comes in. This is the cornerstone, I think, of this marketing tool. If I were to use this tool for just one thing and one thing only, I would use it specifically to find the exact citations that my competitors have earned in their marketing. So it's kind of like you're watching your competitors work their butts off for months and months and months to try to get as many citations as they can, and you're throwing out a wide net whenever you feel like it and pulling in every single one of those citations they've earned, assign it to somebody, and get it done. So it's going to drive your competition absolutely nuts. The fact that you've got this cool little insider tool. And did I mention it's affordable? It's extremely affordable. Check it out. I think you're really going to love it. Okay, so I'm going to search by phone number. Basically the same thing. The only difference here is instead of a keyword, we're going to put in our competitor's phone number, and we're going to put in their business name. Before you put in the business name and the phone number, I definitely encourage you to go out to Google Places and actually take a look at the address being used by the competitor, the phone number being used by the competitor on their Places page, as oftentimes businesses will use a different phone number for their internet marketing than they will for their offline marketing. That's the facts. So you'll put in their phone number. Looks like this is the first one. You put in their phone number, and you'll put in the business name exactly verbatim as you see it in Maps. Don't borrow it. Don't make an assumption. Go and copy and paste it verbatim, because if they are doing internet marketing, most likely they've put in the name and the phone number that they specifically want to use, not just in Google Maps, but in their citations as well. So that's where you'll capture that information. Put in the phone number, put in the business name, be sure to select the project that it associates it with, and click on search. When you're done, you'll see that report appear within a few minutes. Here's the listing here, computer rack. Let's take a look at it. And here's the data that you'll see from them. Now this, again, is super exciting to me as an internet marketer, because I don't have this monstrous list of things I have no idea what to do with. Instead, what I've got is an organized, sorted list with the citations I've already earned, checked off and listed at the bottom of the website. Now all I have to do is go through each one of these links to make sure that it's relevant. If it is a paginated page that shows up, page 2, page 3 of a directory, and it isn't a specific listing page or citation page, I may deem it as duplicate and not really worry about trying to get onto a page that's really just showing pages and pages and pages of listings. I may render it useless by checking this box right here. And then I'll go into the next one and see, okay, this is actually where we need to get placement. We'll go ahead and put got it. If it is the actual profile page of the competitor, obviously we're not going to get a link from there. We'll click useless and we'll go down to the next one. Pretty exciting, right? So it's an amazing tool that allows you to sort, organize, and check off one by one all of the citations the competition has earned. Here's the Better Business Bureau. Here's CanadaSpace.local. All of that information, all of the citations its competitors earned based on a search on the internet for their phone number, gives us everything we need to be successful with this. Now, even more exciting, let's go back to our reports, is you can actually compare. So let's take a look here. Let's compare computer trends to computer rack. Watch what happens. With the selected here, I'm going to make sure that it's compare. I'm going to click on go. Check this out. So now I can actually see where we're placed and where our competition is placed. So it's just a really amazing way to see right in front of you where competition might be dominating us. So now it's just a matter of getting into all of these places. Computer Trends does not have placements such as instance, cell, lookup, called, area code, call profiler, yp.blogflux, Calgary Computer, Better Business Bureau. All of these citations I'm going to delegate to somebody on my link building team and do their magic. So definitely check out the Local Citation Finder at whitespark.ca. Just an incredible tool all around. My name is Steve Wiedemann. If you would like me to give you more information on how you can use this, definitely give me a call or shoot me an email or tweet. The guys at whitespark.ca can be reached really easily right here at the bottom of the website. Hopefully you'll check it out. I love it. I know you'll love it. This is Steve Wiedemann. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.